Start with our Canadian loonie trading at $1.05 and even more than that recently. Our dollar goes a long way these days south of the border. Lifestyle. Florida was placed in the top 3 most desirable places to live by the most recent Harris poll. And Florida is the top travel destination in the world. We've all seen the headlines about price, and they are true. Prices are historically low in Florida, so for many of us, the dream of a vacation, a retirement, or an investment property is a much more affordable proposition today than ever before in our lifetimes. I'm often reminded that opportunity comes to pass and not to pause, and that is why now is the time to act. With the U.S. market starting a gradual rise, and I'm telling you the reports are coming in daily that are supporting that the gradual rise has begun in the major cities, a sure sign for us that the recovery has begun is that we are hearing from builders who are starting to consider new construction. And these projects have to be planned well in advance, but the fact that they are starting to plan them is a real indicator that the market is starting to rise. But there is still, I'm happy to say, unprecedented value to be had in that sunny state. We've spent the last year doing extensive research of the Florida market, and our goal is to present you with the best of the best in Florida, just as we have done for so many years for you in Toronto. We've had so many requests from developers to sell their Florida properties and countless requests for information from potential purchasers, and all signs point us to Florida condominiums holding their new today values over the next few years and increasing in worth as the economy picks up. So much so that we went down there and we opened a U.S. headquarters in Boca Raton. The Canadian snowbirds are already renowned in Florida, and that trend just keeps growing. On a more practical level, Florida is a really easy transition for all of us. There's no time change involved. Travel is easy. 3 hours and you're there. You can go for the weekend on a Friday evening and be back at work on Monday morning feeling terrific. There's no language barrier. English is spoken everywhere. For us, our menus are similar. There's no dietary restrictions or changes that we need to consider traveling to a foreign country. And ladies and gentlemen, let's not forget the beaches, the ocean, the smell of the salt in the air, the sand between our toes, the palm trees, the pure bliss of it all. I mean, that's why we really all want to do it. There has never been a better time for Canadians to buy in Florida. In fact, 24% of all real estate in Florida is bought by Canadians. Did you know that? 24% of all real estate is being bought in Florida by Canadians. We are the largest single group of buyers. And with that, I'll rest my case, and this might be a good time for our next guest to step in. So back to you, Linda.